we will discuss game bolt action. There is one faction called Soviet Union. We will discuss some units and their special rules. Left anti-tank rifleman, middle submachine gunner, third tanker. Left anti-tank grenadier, junior lieutenant of artillery, and NKVD secret police. Special rules. In this universe bolt action, you have to roll dice like in Warhammer, but whether you passed or maybe you did not pass a moral test. In case if you fail it, then your unit is disbanded. But as for Soviet Union, because it's a great patriotic war, so you have opportunity to reroll these dice. Quantity has quality of its own. It means that you have additional infantry section free of charge. No step back, it means that there is a commissar. In case of your crappy infantry runs away from enemy, you shoot down one infantryman and you have the opportunity to reroll. Massed batteries, it means that when you roll dice for damage, you have opportunity to roll 2 dice and select the best result. It's called massed batteries. Buy more expensive officer. Why? Because what is Soviet infantry? It's weak, but if you will enhance them by strong officers, it will be more combat effective. Commissar, also you can give him 2 aids to protect him. Medic gives you opportunity to reroll damage to your soldiers. Forward observer. Well, a rifle squad, inexperienced, it means weak. It has 5 basic soldiers and also it can be improved with 7 additional. So it's a very raw infantry. Also it's green, it's untested in combat, you have to roll dice as it might become regular and continue fighting. But definitely they're weak. A light machine gun is weak. Why? Because, for example, when you're playing for Germans, you can have 2 machine guns in your squad, and they are better, they shoot more than ordinary Soviet machine guns. And here, before 1943, you can have just 1 machine gun, so it's nothing. Special body armor, it guarantees protection from front arc. I would buy it. Submachine gun. There are 2 options: inexperienced, 12 soldiers, or is a regular. Why I recommend them? Because, for example, if you are fighting in the city of Stalingrad, there is close range. You shoot 2 times because it's submachine gun, range 12, so you definitely can overshoot. And in this case, they definitely worth their points. They are even better. For example, let's say you're fighting regular German soldiers who are armed with rifles, you will overshoot them, despite even that you are irregular, inexperienced. Tank riders, that is something. Example, soldiers riding into battle on a tank. There would be 11 of them. They can be even veterans. They can have even 1 machine gun, but what is funnier, that they can have body armor plus 5 points. And also because submachine gun is a weapon which is designed for close quarter battle, so in case if you're using tank, you can go to enemy faster. And second, if your tank is being shot by enemy artillery, then those tank raiders bail out and they don't get damage, so it's rather worse to have of them. Guard squad, they are regular, so what do we have? 5 soldiers with rifles. Any soldier can have submachine gun. 2 light machine guns, but after 1943, and then veteran squads, 5 plus 6. And also they can have 2 LMG, and what is amazing, they can even have 2 Panzerfaust series. And they can become tough fighters in case if they damage enemy soldiers, they get additional attacks. NKVD squads. They look like regular, but because they can become fanatic, they are tough. I played another expansion for this game. There you can select raw NKVD squads irregular, but you give on them a fanatics marker, and second, you give them submachine gun. So what does it mean? That they could kill lots of enemy soldiers. What is bolt action? It's not a game whether you destroy or not destroy your enemy. It's whether who's morally stronger, mine or my opponent. So moral is more important, definitely. Not direct shooting, really. If you pass successfully moral test, you definitely stand a chance to win. Strafbat squad, it means penal legion. They're inexperienced, then they have 7 unarmed, listen up, without rifle, a person would be sent to combat. Then you can make them even more cheaper, shirkers, or -3 option. No, they're good for soaking up enemy fire, things they're not so bad. Cavalry squad, I would suggest to take them. Why? Because you can give them submachine guns, and when they attack in close combat, they have lots of additional attacks. People militia squad. There could be 12 soldiers, inexperienced. You can give them rifles, and they can also become tank hunters if you are interested in it. Siberian squad, it will be 12 veteran squad, for example. You could give them submachine guns and 1 light machine gun, and they are also tough fighters. Ski troops. They have opportunity to negate difficult terrain, because, for example, when you're fighting in Soviet Union, all terrain is considered like easy hard or very hard, so you get maneuverability advantage. And second rule about frostbitten, it means, for example, if you are a German soldier, you go to Russian winter, -30 by Celsius, imagine how cold it is. So every non-Soviet soldier has to roll a dice, unit. In case if they fail, they would lose 1 soldier because of bad clothing. Airborne squad, they could be 12 of them. You can give lots of them submachine gun and 1 light machine gun. Naval squad, regular or veteran. You also can give them rule tough fighters, in case if you want. Partisan squad, inexperienced infantry. 1 soldier may have LMG. Also, you can make them shirkers. Scout squad. They are called as a small target, so in case if enemy shooting upon them from a long distance, they could survive longer. And also they have a free move after you set up your army. Assault engineer, this is one of the best units of the Soviet army list. Reason, there would be 10 of them. You can give them body armor, you can give them machine guns, and also you can give them a flamethrower. Game mechanics is such: you fail a moral test, you lose. So for example, you can attack enemy infantry, destroy by flamethrower, run away. And don't forget that you can destroy even tank even Tiger tank, which cost 400 or 400, something like that. So imagine this squad will cost 150, maybe up to 200. Or you can take, for example, just 5 soldiers, give them a flamethrower, so 70 points could kill 400. But I prefer them to use to full limits. On some maps you can have, for example, 2 assault engineer squad. I definitely like them. It's a very cult unit. It's like Horn Berserkers from Warhammer universe. Cycle squad, 10 people. You can give them some machine guns. Well, there is a medium machine gun, there is heavy machine gun. What I also wanted to show you, it's Tokarev quad machine gun. So you take 4 medium machine guns and shoot on one target. So it could wipe out almost everything. And the best what I would consider, it's, for example, you can buy even for 100 points 4 heavy machine guns. So it can destroy even light tanks in case of shooting from rear or backside. And as for armor carriers, it will destroy almost everything. Think about this. It's a very wonderful game. And as for transports, also I recommend this. It's called Snowmobile Aero Sunny. Germans, they don't have good clothing, so they suffer from frostbitten and bad weather. Soviet units, they don't suffer from it, and guess what? They get advantage because they can move very fast. I highly recommend you to play this game.